All right, hello and welcome to the weather update. Observations here in Mineola. Homeless in apartment buildings. Foyers, check. Rats. Yep, saw two more of them run past my front door. Check. All right, sorry. I just had to say that. Anyway, let's get to the weather update. Yes, there are homeless people in apartment buildings. I shared a post that not mine, but somebody else's larger, looks like a larger apartment building. Homeless sleeping in the foyers now. Lovely. Anyway, plenty of clouds around today. Kind of a gray, gloomy afternoon. We did have some sun and a lot of junk in the sky, but we had some clouds and even some showers out there right now. Looking at the radar, you could see some light showers moving through already, and we're going to see a lot more of that rain, which is much needed, of course. Before we get to that, let's talk about this tornado that hit New Orleans. Yeah, we had a tornado hit New Orleans last night. And very rare to see this in tornado. It was a deadly tornado. A massive tornado struck parts of New Orleans that were devastated by Hurricane Katrina. It was in the lower Ninth Ward area of New Orleans. There are 12,000. Look at this. A nearby suburb was hardest hit with more than 12,000 structures damaged. So this is crazy. State of emergency has been declared in Louisiana because of this. And absolutely insane. It was in the suburb of Araby and New Orleans, lower Ninth Ward that were hit, and there was at least one person killed as well. Absolutely crazy. Some of the images of the destruction. Obviously, a lot of people without power as a result, and this is all part of the climate crisis that we're going through. Absolutely crazy to see, and you can see it looks like there's more severe weather going on over the Carolinas right now. We're not going to see any of that, but what we will see is heavy rain. And there was a voltage disturbance, by the way, on Monday. And there's not much news about it. It's very frustrating. But if we look at Con Edison subway, we'll just put that because it resulted in a lot of subway delays. There really wasn't much reported on it in the news. The New York City TV media should be ashamed of themselves. They didn't even cover it. But you can see here, AM New York reports this. This happened at 8:14 because it says that there was a dip in the power. And this was Monday morning, 8:14. And I noticed right here in Mineola that the power flickered around that time. This was Monday morning. Not much. Everybody's talking about the MTA, but why did the power dip? That is the question. It says the utility had a power dip, so we had a dip on our transmission system. It says here. I'll put that article in a link below about it, but as well as the tornado. But just nothing about nothing from 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, or 11 about this coming up here. So just a major. We don't know why that happened. Yes, there's a solar storm. I think that was supposed to hit. I don't know if that was related to it, but it might have been. But I figured I'd talk about that too. So let's go check out the radar right now. I'll do that right now. Just use this, I guess. And check out the radar here, and we'll look at this. So this is the radar. You can see we've got some rain over us, some light showers. You can see heavier rain over Maryland right now. And this is where there's some thunderstorms. West Virginia, North Carolina. And they're actually, again, if we look at this map, you can see it looks like there's actually a couple of tornado warnings. Is that a tornado warning? There is a tornado warning in effect right now. This is for West Bedford and Franklin counties. Tornado watch is also up. And also tornado warning issued by Greenville. So we have a couple of tornado warnings out for these storms here. All right. We shouldn't see any of that in our area, and the reason why, we'll get to that in a minute. Right now, you can see it's much cooler across our area, much cooler day. Temperatures generally only in the 40s all day. We're only at 41 at Islip right now. 46 in New Jersey. You can see the wind starting to pick up a little bit too as well from the east. But if we look at the areas involved with the severe weather, you can see it's pretty warm there. 70 in Greenville right now. 70 with a dew point of 61. So you got some warm, humid air that's trying to make a run at us. We'll have to see if we're going to look at the models in a moment and see if that actually does make a run at us. But let's first look at what our high temperatures were today across the area. So let's switch this so you can see temperatures definitely a lot cooler today than they were yesterday. And you can see high temperatures only 46 at Islip, so only 46, 48 at LaGuardia. Everybody's pretty much only in the 40s today. You have to go to South Jersey to break 50. Other than that, it was a much colder day today. We started off with that sun, and then we had those clouds roll in today across the area. So let's start looking at the models here, and hopefully we'll have some of that HRRR. And, of course, you know that it is, yeah, all right, we have 38 hours of it, and that's good. All right, so this is the 0Z HRRR run, and you can see here those showers will increase and get numerous. Can't even rule out a thunderstorm, perhaps, in the morning. Then there's like maybe a little bit of a break in the afternoon, and the rain, then there might be a little more rain in the evening. But it looks like the bulk of the rain, this is going to be in a showery type of form. Again, showery, possibly thunderstorms. There it is in the morning, probably around before sunrise Thursday morning. And that looks like the heaviest batch of rain. And if we look at the HRRR and the total amount of rainfall, it seems to have dialed back the amount of rainfall now. It's only showing 3/4 to an inch of rain. And the more further east you go. And again, this is the HRRR model. It seems like it's shifting it a little more east than we normally would see. But we'll look at a few other models as well. Let's go to the NAM. We'll go to the NAM 3. See how the NAM 3 does. Also seems like it's shifted it further east. So let's go and look at this. So you can see that heavy rain, and that there, like you can see, it's just showery. So we're going to see this first wave of rain come in around before sunrise, and then another wave, perhaps around midday, and then a few more showers later on in the evening. Could even be some heavy downpours there around midnight there. All right. Looks like the NAM might give us a little more rain again. Let me go to the total accumulated on that. It does. It gives us more like closer to an inch to maybe isolated areas at 2 inches on the east end. All right, so NAM obviously being the wetter of the models here. We can also look at the GFS and also showing that similar pattern there. So let me go back to the HRRR and we'll look at our temperatures and dew points, and kind of shows you where the warm front and everything else is. So we back it up to tonight. You see easterly winds. We're in the cool air, but you can see that approaching a warm front. And it could, like I said, you could see that warm air could get into southern Jersey. You could see dew points rise well up into the 60s there, while we'll be in the we'll see, these are dew point temperatures, but you can see the dew point, we have the drier air over us, and it holds tough. That warm front does not make it into our area. It makes it maybe as far north as Tom's River, and that's it. And then temperature, the dew points stay low. So when we look at this, I'll put the temperatures in context now. You can see showing how that warm humid air temperatures rise into the 60s. We're going to see a huge difference between New Jersey and Long Island tomorrow morning, whereas again southern New Jersey from Tom's River south could be in the 60s, could be humid and muggy. North of there though, over Long Island, New York City, and the northern half of Jersey, your dew points and temperatures are only in the 40s. All right, and we will be staying in the 40s tomorrow. We won't be getting out of the 40s, and so that probably would help. But you can see here, you've got a warm front right here. So we'll drill this on here. You'll see we've got a warm front right here. All right. And that warm front is going to sit there. It's not going to move. So that is why we will not really get into that warm air, and the chances of convection with that are definitely less. So we'll have to look at some of the Cape values and stuff. I'm thinking the risk for severe weather would be strongest where the warm air is in Jersey and stuff. So in fact, let's go back to this, and I'm going to actually look at the Storm Prediction Center, and we're going to see here, Storm Prediction Center. Let's see what we've got here. So you can see, look at that. Wow, red area there in the eastern parts. That's, yeah, there's a lot of severe weather risk on this map right here, for sure. If we look at tomorrow's convective outlook, this is day 2. You can see that marginal area gets gets extended, that could affect the southern part of New Jersey where the warmer air is. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that as well, all right, into tomorrow, all right, with this. So either way, by Friday, we're done with it, and then we have Friday, we have temperatures rebounding up. Well, this is as much as the HRRR have, but if we want to look at Friday's weather, you can see Friday, we're going to be milder but drier, but temperatures will be getting near 60. And then we look at Saturday, temperatures around 50 degrees, upper 40s. And then Sunday, you can see that colder air starting into the picture where temperatures are starting to drop now. Highs are only struggling to reach the low 40s. Not going to go beyond that in this weather update. All right. Looking at the skies, let's go to the RGM next. And look at the RGM, really showing that it could even hit 70 tomorrow in southern Jersey. You know, a certain demographic doesn't care. They want the turkey vultures picking at my dead, dehydrated body in Tom's River. Well, they get to live it up on Long Island in their little enclaves. Well, that's why I got to fight like hell. This is war with them. We're at war with them. But anyway, I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be bringing it up in a weather update. But anyway, let's talk about the skies tomorrow. Obviously, plenty of clouds around. Friday, we'll have some clouds, and then by the afternoon, we'll see some breaks of sun. There'll still be some clouds around. I don't think it'll be clear. And then Saturday, we're going to have more clouds build, and possibly a chance of some showers, perhaps. If we look at this model here, we'll go back to the precipitation view here. You can see it could be a slight chance of some showers around with looks like an upper-level low feature or something that might be coming into the area. Let me look at this on the FV3 if we can get that. I don't left the 8 of the zeros the FV3, but we can look at this. This is like a higher resolution of the GFS. Yeah, that doesn't really go far enough. Yeah, I don't really have enough to go that far as the weekend goes. Well, it looks like Saturday we could be dealing with some showers. They could be heavy at times. And then Sunday will be drier, but could still be some instability showers as well. So expect the weekend to feature some clouds for sure, with all that instability around perhaps. So it won't be a great weekend. We'll be dealing with the clouds, unfortunately. But anyway, I think that's going to wrap up this. Well, let me go to Event to Sky. We'll look at one more parameter here. I want to use the Cape values and look at tomorrow's Cape values here on Ventu Sky. So this is 8. Some over Jersey. You can see some over Jersey. 11. 2. All right. Not a whole lot of Cape, but if we look at the lifted index, yeah, you can see some of that over Jersey. So don't be surprised, especially in New Jersey, if there's some of these storms could be strong or severe. But for the rest of us, there's still the risk of a thunderstorm. We are in the cold air. You have very warm air being lifted over it. If we go back to the tropical tidbits model, there's one parameter we can also look at here using the NAM12, and that is the FGen. So I have to roll this back to the 18 to see what you can see. There's a lot of lift over here. So that's where the thunderstorms could and a heavy rain could develop, and that's where that's over 8. And then after that, we don't really have a whole lot. So that's the area where you're going to see the most lift is tomorrow morning. So it's tomorrow morning, 8Z, which is probably around, I would say 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning is when we're going to see these downpours come on through our area. And that might be when the heaviest rain occurs. So I think that's going to wrap up this weather update. So expect a rainy day tomorrow. We do need the rain, though. Hopefully we'll get at least an inch because we really could use it. It's been pretty dry around here. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.